All right, there was some cheer for consumers and people across the country when the Indian Oil website today said that petrol prices have been cut by 60 paise per litre and 56 paise per litre for diesel. Now, this was the first time in 16 days when prices have been cut. Remember, fuel prices have hit a record high. Politicians, opposition leaders and the Aam Aadmi was complaining. There were people grieving in different parts of the country. But now it all seems like an insult, a cruel joke, because there was a technical glitch. Yes, the Indian Oil Corporation website has corrected that glitch, and the decrease, the price cut, was not 60 paise per litre, ladies and gentlemen. It was 1 paise per litre. Let me go across to Aishwarya, our political editor for the latest. Aishwarya, over the last 16 days, ever since the Karnataka election got over, we have seen a significant price hike of fuel, a record high, and the government has been coming under intense criticism from the common man, from the opposition as well. And this case, this glitch, this error is going to cost them dearly.
Well, absolutely, because this is being termed as mockery. We have already seen senior Congress leaders, Parikshit, coming out and then taking on the government. Though this was a technical error on the part of the IOCL website, where they had initially increased or rather decreased the price by 60 paisa and then 56 paisa for petrol and diesel respectively. But then in turn, 4 hours after they have changed it, then it's only 1 paisa each. And that in itself is being termed as a mockery by the opposition here, claiming that this is what the present BJP government is doing. Reducing prices by mere 1 paisa is something which is just playing with the emotions of the people. And as you just stated, ever since after Karnataka polls, prices have been going high, and this is despite in the international market price of crude petrol has rather drastically gone down. Despite that, prices in India have not been reciprocated in the same way, and this is something which is adversely impacting the whole image of the government. We are being told that earlier as well, that yes, the Prime Minister's office himself, or rather itself, is looking into the matter, but despite that, we have not seen any major decisions in this regard. And this latest faux pas, if we could call it so, on the part of the IOCL, is something which is going to embarrass not only the Petroleum Ministry, but then the government, and then in turn BJP as a party.
All right, and could we expect a statement from the government, at least an apology, because this is something that will hurt people across the country, and the politicians would of course do press conferences to attack the BJP and say that this is a government that is only working for top corporates. Any kind of relief or package that could come in from the central government over the next couple of hours, Aishwarya?
Parikshit, not a couple of hours, couple of days, that's what we were being told, but that was we were being told on Monday. That's on the beginning of this week, but despite half of this week down, we have not seen any major decision, and the only decision which we've seen is a faux pas and then a reduction by 1 paisa each on prices of petrol and diesel. And as you just said, ever since Karnataka polls, we have been seeing series of gradual increase in not only petroleum but also the LPG and then CNG prices, thus impacting major households. And this is something which the present political dispensation needs to see. And after today's faux pas, you are going to see Congress, you are going to see the other regional parties coming out and taking on the government. Manish Tiwari from the Congress has already come out and taken on the government position.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us, Aishwarya, political editor, breaking down that story. And in the next couple of hours, you could see reactions from the Congress party and across the political spectrum as well.